Okay, so you worked on your book hard, like you worked on it for so long and you think it's perfect now. It should be able to bring in some money for all the work you put in. But Wattpad is taking too damn long to invite you into the party. You can't wait that long. You want your story to start making you money. There is a way that I want to talk to you about today, guys. The way that you can actually get invited into the paid stories a lot faster than if you were waiting for them, or if you're tired of waiting for them to invite you into the paid stories. So today I'm going to talk about how you can actually apply to be invited into the paid stories. In fact, there are so many ways actually you can apply to have your story. For example, you can apply for your story to be pushed forward. You can apply for editors' picks. You can apply for blunt campaign consideration and so forth. But leave those aside. Today I'm talking about applying for the paid consideration. Without further ado, let's get to it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mawa, back today with another tutorial about Wattpad. And I realized I have a sort of video like this in my other very long time video, but consider this as an updated version of it. And I will leave down the description box below the link where you can apply to become a Wattpad paid stories. And well, without further ado, let's get to what exactly do Wattpad look for to consider someone to invite them into the party. What are they looking for? So today I'm going to tell you guys about 7 things that Wattpad are looking for. If you have a story, you must keep this in mind, that your story must have the following, or you must be the following to be able to actually get considered, because well, it takes time. And let's get to it. Number 1, storytelling. What does this mean? Do you have the ability to capture readers' interests? Okay, there's one thing just writing, but it's another thing actually capturing readers' interest. How do you tell the story? Is it captivating? Is it nice? Is it like telling people, oh my god, I want to turn the next chapter to see what happens? You know, how do you tell your story? Is your storytelling nice? Is your storytelling intense? You know, that's what Wattpads are looking for. So if you think your story is intense, it captures the readers, it makes them want to turn that page, then by all means apply to be considered to have the paid stories. Number 2, quality. What is the quality of your sentences? Is it understandable? Does it flow well to bring meaning to what you want to say? Does your story, your sentences, your paragraph, do they flow well? Is it quality enough for actually people to understand what you're trying to say? So consider that. Number 3, originality. How original is your story? Is it original, or do you follow the same kind of Wattpad story with the same kind of storytelling, same kind of bad boy, good girl, same thing, billionaire and damsel? Do you understand what I mean? Do you follow this, or do you have something original? Do you have something that new? Do you have something, okay, it could not be new completely, but is it like not too much being over and over and over being written the same thing? How original is your story? Number 4, personality. This is about the writer. What is your personality as a writer in Wattpad? Do you have the ability to sustain the demands of the program? To be considered in these programs, it requires you as a writer in Wattpad to actually be there, to actually be in Wattpad. If you take long pauses, or you are taking too many hiatus, or I don't know, last time you updated your story was when Jesus came, you're not going to be picked, obviously, because you have to be there. You have your personality itself, you have to be there. That's what they mean by that. Number 5, marketplace. Now, what about marketplace? This is actually on their side. What exactly are you applying for? Yeah, so a lot of people are applying to have their stories considered for, I don't know, paid stories, or editors picks or whatever it is. A lot of people do. So they're getting cramped up with people trying to get into these programs, and they have to choose wisely. So they sometimes have to make hard decisions, you understand? So you might get picked, you might get not. They have to make decisions, and they want to make sure that whenever they choose a story, they get it right, they don't get it wrong. So what I would advise you in this one is, you as a writer in Wattpad, you have to choose wisely. Number 6, community. How do you conduct yourself in Wattpad? Obviously, you have to love the app. You have to spend some time in an actual website. Do you spend time in Wattpad? Do you communicate with other people? Do you engage with other writers? Do you're not just quiet, you don't do anything, you just drop your book there, you think, yeah, my book is good and that's it, I'm just gonna apply for the program, and because my book is good, it's gonna be fine. No, they're looking for that as well. You have to actually love the app. You have to be in Wattpad to be considered. They can track how much you spend time, what do you do, how do you engage with other writers, are you in communities? There's a lot of communities in Wattpad, like book clubs, other communities. Do you make yourself available? So consider that if you're going to apply for any of these considerations. Number 7, and the last one, and this is actually a 50-50 chance. It doesn't really have to be like that, but is your book popular? Is your book attracting people to read? If your book is popular, you have a chance to make it considered into a paid story. Or even if it's not, but it's a good book, you can be considered. So that's why I say this is 50-50. But if your book is popular, it's attracting traffic, it's making people talk about it, then you could be considered into the paid stories. Now, how long does it usually take to be given an opportunity? How long does it take once you submit your form for them to actually contact you to tell you, hey, you've been considered, now you're gonna be in one of whatever it is you chose? How long does it take? The answer is, there is no guarantee. What I mean there is no guarantee is that you could be considered that you're a great fit to be put in paid stories now, or you could be considered that, okay, maybe this story is going to be good to be put into paid stories in a few months, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe next year. So there is no guarantee. So don't think like, because my book is great and I worked so hard on it, and it's, it should be now. No, you could be considered today, you could be considered a few months, you could be considered a few weeks, you could be considered next year. So there is no guarantee. Alright, you guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like my channels, please don't forget to thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell so you get notification every time I post new videos. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.